Hello and welcome to this week's angling vlog. Today you join me on the banks of Yew Tree Pool on the Belmont estate. It's a water that is on the Lymm Anglers card, and today we're going to be in search of carp on the pole. Today is actually the first session out on the bank for me. Sat on the seat box fishing the pole. A lot of my fishing to this point, as you've seen on the channel, has been evenings just fishing floating crust, trying to pick up the odd bite, minimum of tackle, and just having a bit of fun and getting a bend in the rod. So this morning is the first time in a long time I've been up at 4 o'clock in the morning to get out fishing. It was a shock to the system, I can tell you that. A nice strong cup of coffee and I was on my way. Boy, was it nice to see the sunrise in the morning. Of late, as I've said, it's been a lot of sunsets. So before we get into the fishing, I'll just share a little session that I did a few days ago when I come up here with my little lad and we managed to catch his first carp. So I'll just play that little bit of the vlog now. You got him? Yep. Is it a big one?
Yep, he's a big one. 100,000.
Well done. Well done. How do you feel?
Great.
Is that good?
Yeah. No, bring the net up before he can stay.
He's in the net. How big's that?
Giant.
Take the little lad fishing, they said. Only gone and bagged himself a nice scaly mirror on the floating crust. Enjoy that?
Yep. Now let's hold it.
And look at that for Joshua's first fish. Are you made up?
Yeah.
What a battle. Made up, mate.
Yeah.
Finished.
It was a battle against the fish, wasn't it?
A big battle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a battle against the ducks because
The ducks were eating the bread, weren't they?
Yeah.
So as you can see, he had plenty of fun catching his first carp. I was a super proud dad, and that smile on his face, like we have done with Abby, will live with me a long time. It was great to see him out on the bank, and I doubt it'll be the last time because he hasn't stopped talking about them monster fish all week. So back to today's session. It's only going to be a short morning session. So as you can see from the side table, super simple today, just lunch and meat, and that is going to be the plan of attack. Just feeding lunch and meat, hopefully get 1 or 2 carp on the bank. It really is going to be just a morning session, hoping to catch maybe 1 or 2 carp. With all the fishing that I do, I try to keep things as simple as possible. The rig, a simple pole float, a bulk shot of number 8 Dinsmore shot, 2 droppers, and a nice big size 14 hook from Carp. I've already began by feeding 2 lines, one halfway out to the tree and the similar depth right out next to the tree on a bit of a dangerous line. We'll start easy. I have fed both lines, and if we hit a carp on that far bank line, it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll start by just looking on that short line and see how we do. So in my heart of hearts, I don't think it's going to take too long to get a bite. While I've been doing the intro, there has been 1 or 2 carp bubbling on the short line. So I'd be surprised if it takes long to get the first bite of the day. There we go. I didn't think it would take too long. He's behaving himself. So what a start to the morning that is. More surprised than anyone, me, because I'd seen plenty of bubbling coming up and a few swirls bolting out the swim, and just shows these pools, you know, quiet, no one fishes them really, more for the bigger pools with the bigger carp, but they do hold some special fish. Let's get this fish straight back. So one thing about perch, they're very rarely alone, normally hunting in a pack, hunting them small silvers. So I'm just going to feed a bit of meat on that short line again, and then I'm going to have a sneaky look on that far one and just try and give that middle swim a bit of a rest. The one problem with this venue, although it is very quiet and beautiful, is it does get the wind. So apologies if there is a lot of music or wind on the mic, but Let's have a look on that far line and see if anything's sitting over there. So just keeping the pole low, getting back down to the top section, and then just try and play the carp out. I presume it's a carp. If it's a perch, it's a big one. This is what fishing's probably going to be like for me for a bit. Just short morning sessions, just trying to take advantage of quiet venues. I mean, you've got the lads fishing for carp over there, but this one, nice and quiet. We've had that nice perch, and just about getting a pull on the elastic or a bend in the rod. So 7:30 in the morning, and already the sun's up and it's already time to take the hoodie off. It's going to be a lovely, glorious summer day. If you've ever had one of them mornings on the bank where you've started off really well and then you have that hour when nothing goes right. After a good start, I had the GoPro battery die on me. I've had 2 hook pulls, just nice to be out on the bank, blue skies. We've had that nice perch. Now we're into what feels like an okay carp. Just take a time. Every time it flinches off its fins, you feel like he's going to come off. Oh, he is a nice one as well. Just take a time. So in the net, and one hell of a tussle, backwards and forwards. And I wasn't expecting to catch a carp that big today. So a nice perch and a nice carp. And we'll give him a good rest in the net before we unhook him and take a look. There we go, just over £13, stunning scale pattern, and more than makes up for that bad hour. And it was one of them hours, if you know what I mean. The GoPro dying, losing fish, but boy does that make up for it. A lovely carp. Let's get it in the edge to rest again and get it straight back. So isn't that the magic of fishing? 1 minute everything's going wrong and nothing's going right. The next minute your arm is aching off with a lovely carp like that. And I tell you what, my arm is aching. So I'm going to have a sit down for 5 minutes in the sun, and then we'll think about maybe having another cast. So just trying to attract one fish and then go over the top with my piece of meat and just wait, and hopefully we can pick up another. And it has been a nice session this morning. Right, call this one the last one maybe, or maybe have another cast and then call it a day. The sun well up in the sky, and I think we'll give these guys a break for the rest of the day and head on home. When you work out on the day what they want and where they want it, you can begin to put a few bites together. And just off that post, there's definitely an area where the carp want to be, and it's a nice area to catch them. They're a bit too far away from the tree to bolt for that, so they are tending to bolt either straight down or to the right. Yew Tree Pool on the Lymm Anglers card, if you want to come and give it a go. Great fishing and great fun in the sun.